Welcome back to the 2023 ITTF-Oceania Senior and Youth Championships. Olympic qualification happened earlier on. My name is Andrew and I will be your commentator for these final matches, the finals coming up. We just finished the latest one, the 19 mixed doubles, that saw Nicholas Halam and Sanaya Budadasa take it out 3-1. But now we enter the mixed doubles category, the open mixed doubles category between an all-Australian affair at DTR Serene and Yangzi Liu, the players who took down the defending champions and the current Olympic qualifying mixed doubles pair, Nicholas Halam and Minhyu Ji. Despite being 2 games down, and their opponents, the silver medalists for the Olympic qualification, Finn Liu and Zhan Fan Lei, 2 very, very strong doubles pairs, both right-handed players. There will be no lefty-righty affair because the pair of Yangzi and Aditya took down that pair despite the disadvantage, the strength shown. Both players, Yangzi and Aditya, in the singles finals of their respective categories, the men's and women's. Yangzi ranked 30 in the world, #1 in Oceania, and Aditya looking to take down the title against Finn Liu on his other single side. Of course, Zhan Fan Lei, the experience in the Australian women's team, and Finn Liu, the other youngster, alongside Nick. Our umpires, we have James Hung as our main umpire and Donna Abbott as our assistant umpire. And so as the players get ready for a best of 5 mixed doubles finals, first game, level. Of course, the best mixed doubles pairs in Oceania here. And so we will only be seeing the very best on this court. Yangzi with the short pimples on the backhand, and Zhan Fan Lei, the pen grip with the long pimples. There was that long pimple sound you could hear as it hit the bat. Finn, a fiery player, just getting into the point so quickly, so early. Like that, what a backhand, the absolute fire, the crackling sound of the speed and pace of the ball contacting the bat. Of course, Aditya, Yangzi, they tend to have a little bit of a rough start, but when they get their rhythm, they are insane. It's what they did against Nick and Min, despite looking like it was going to be a comfortable victory for the 2 from Australia. But now, Zhan Fan Lei, Finn leading by 2 here. Might have missed, but you could see how much Finn is trying to get into these points so early. Of course, being an all-Australian affair, you need players with coaches. And the serve denied. We open up the backhand acceleration of the wrist. Both Finn and Aditya are so explosive with their shots. Ball just drifting long. Both pairs, neither one allowing anything to leave their sight. The ball just traveling long now. Aditya and Nick, despite being down a little bit earlier on, have now taking control just that little bit now, leading by themselves, only by one. Now to the placement, the tactics is one of the biggest parts of the game. On top of the mental side, skills. Both players, despite being borderline on the back pedal, just feeling the ball. Not a lot of speed, but of course, you don't have to always have the speed. Sometimes a slower spin shot can be just as effective here. Shown by the two in green and gold, Aditya and Yangzi leading by 3 now. And well played, back from the table. Aditya with the wrist flicking forward. And despite being back, was able to still get a good quality backhand. Yangzi just getting up closer. Of course, Finn and Aditya so strong in the recovery as well. For being 2 points down at the start now, 3 game points to take the first game of this best of 5, first 3 games with a serve. Bit of fortune to do it, 11-7 now, taking the first game. They lead 1 game over their compatriots Finn Lu and Jan Fan Lei. A pair very strong. We'll see how they can fight against the might of Aditya and Yangzi. We'll find out for game number 2 after this. So now the players are back for game number 2. Yangzi and Aditya are up by 1 game here and looking to extend the lead. But Jan Finn hot on their tails. The rocketing forehand on the backhand side, down the line to seal a 2-point lead here. Strength prevailing. Aditya. I mean, I'm going to say this right. The king of recovery. The master of the feeling. Not a single point is out for the count from the man on the receive of the serve of Finn. But this one gets past him now. Finn and Jen up by 3 points here. A very strong start. Had a good start in the last game, weren't able to prevail. Of course, different pairs, different combinations. When the players come back for each game, they rotate on who's serving and receiving. So for example, Finn serving to Aditya on the change of the game, it would be Aditya serving to Finn. This combination making a big difference. Of course, the more experienced pairs can get through it regardless. And into the body, Finn out of position, falling backwards to try and get the ball. Keeping in mind, Yang Zi with those short pimples, an extra bit of lift. Of course, not too much, or else the ball will drift along. Nice balance required. Good backspin serve. I thought it was a let, but the umpires disagree. There's a point to Jen and Finn. The second one works. They open up from the backhand. The pimples wide to the forehand of Finn. Now 2 points away. Aditya and Yang Zi from the leveling at 6-all. But Finn and Jen not going to let that happen. Fighting to keep the lead. Certainly with shots like that from back from the table, the backhand. Just such superb wrist control, the acceleration and explosiveness. The ball slower from the pimples, but absolutely denied any sense of control. Yang Zi, as strong as they get, and as wide as can be on that white line. Not just a fast, good shot. The shot well placed. Now 2 points down still in the second tower break. Finn and Jen looking to control and take the second game. They need it to stay in the match. Of course, a 2-0 down can be done. It's not optimal. The experience there down the line, of course. So many different styles. Different levels in the career. Jen, one of the most experienced doubles players in Oceania, has won so many titles, including silver medals at the most recent Commonwealth Games. The partner in crime, G. Minhyu G. They will be playing the women's doubles finals, which we'll be seeing later on. Just a slower game there. The point not coming to the bat. Of course, many ways to win a point. The fast, explosive shots, the slowest spinning shots, and sometimes just the control block for different depth on the table. It was a good setup. The ball was there, but the smash, just floating long. Now 1 point away from leveling at 9-all. However, with the serve, Jen and Finn want to take a 2 game point lead. And they do. The fast reflexes, Finn covering the forehand. And Yang Zi just unable to get on the table. The curve, you can see where she's trying to place it, that risky shots. Of course, the more risky shots taken by the higher level players, as they know they have the skills to get it on, and it will pay off. Finn just trying to get it on, reaching as far as possible. Yangtze fearless with the backhand. 1 game point saved. Not the second, 11-9 in the second. Aditya and Yangtze now level 1-1 with Jen Fanley and Finn Liu. We'll be back for game number 3 to see what the pairs have, and more importantly to see who can take game number 3 to have a 2-1 lead. A very important mental lead here. We'll find out very shortly after this. So the players now back for game number 3. This is a very much an important mental game. Oh, absolutely superb placement. Finn just not able to get out the way, pinned into the body. Yangtze, fast reflexes, the mind able to adjust so quickly and find that placement. Detail working really well on that pimple. Up by 1 point here in the third game. Of course, this is the stronger combination of Yangtze and Aditya. It's being shown here now, leading by 2 points. Now 1 point recovered. What an incredible point. A little bit unfortunate way to finish the top skull bat of Finn. But the counter exchange, both players recovering so well all across the table. The point of arguably the match, one of the best points of the tournament. Now, but despite being 2 points down, leveled at 5-all. Bit of fortune from the net, but both players getting back into it. You can see again the feeling that ITTF has down low, just guiding that ball on. Fast, fast, fast. Bat blocked the punch down the line. 6-all in the third game. Remember, a best of 5, only 3 games required to win. This is a very, very important one for both players. A mental importance here to take that 2-1 lead. Both players playing out as hard as they can here. Try and take the title. Despite the net, the recovery, what almost seemed to be like a snakish topspin. Warning on the serve, I would say. We're not tossing it high enough. Well, the seam of that's high toss there. I would say the answer is yes. And a serve, the heavy side spin, paying off. The ball with the right-hand side spin floating off to the right-hand side. Incredible point. What is the level, the world-class level here? The players just exchanging as much as possible, covering the middles, the down the lines, both pairs. From 9-6 up now, 1 point ahead. The comeback. And the pimples taking its effect. The backspin transferring to topspin deep into the body of Aditya. And from 9-6 down, Jan Fenley, Finlu leveling the score at 9 apiece. In a must-win game, both sides really wanting to take that 2-1 lead. The mental game. And we'll see who can take control in this later stage of the match and game. A bit of fortune off the top of the net, but nonetheless a well-fought point. 1 game point to take a 2-1 lead. All the games as tight as possible here. Neither players letting go. The middle found and then back down the line to take the game 11-9 and now a 2-1 lead. Yangzi and Aditya 1 game closer to taking the title over. Chen Fenley and Finlu, lots to look forward to. The match just getting more and more intense as we get closer. Game number 4 coming up soon after this. So now the players back for game number 4 of this mixed doubles finals. An All-Australian affair, gold guaranteed for the country. Now Jan to serve to try and help Finn. Help Finn and Jen take a game here and bring it to a 5th. We'll find out. The first point lost a bit unfortunate, the break on the net. Finn just fast on that recovery. The backhand punch to the forehand, just not enough. Getting it wide out. Aditya having to run to reach. Finn taking it as early as possible. The slap doesn't come down. 2-1 now. The players trying to adjust to the pimple. Of course, Jan's so awkward of a player. And on top of that, a smart player. The slap on the table, and from back into the point. 2 points up here now in the first towel break. Players giving it their all. One point recovered now. 1 to go. And into the body. Finn just being caught off. Aditya Yangzi testing the footwork of the two in gold and green here. And with the serve, is a must-win game. They have to try and come back in the match. And the placement, you could see Yangzi trying to get the backhand from that forehand side. Jen finding the wrist of Yangzi. But down the line, not straight down where she could transfer to the forehand, but in the forehand side. Of course, different middles of players, the backhand middle, the straight middle, of course, the forehand middle and the wrist. So many different places to place. And Jan just finding them. Finn now off of a ripping forehand to put the pair 2 points ahead here in the 4th game. The ball does not connect. Just going long. Still a long way to go for both pairs here. The change of direction down wide to the backhand side. You can see Jan trying to just move a little bit early, but being punished from it. Aditya, patient as can be, waiting to see where the players will move before he makes his decision on where he's going to place the ball. This is the level we are dealing with. The skills, the tactical brains, the minds of the players. It is why they are in the finals. Bit of fortune not working in the favor. This time the ball bopping up as it hits the side post of the net. Good forehand from Finn. He could have drilled it even harder, but he decided not to against Aditya so well back from the table. Just getting the ball a bit slower. The ball doesn't come to him so easy. The pair slowly but surely getting used to the pimples. And as we enter the later stage of this mixed doubles final, Aditya Yangzi looking to be one step closer to victory. And the middle found again. Yangzi and Aditya 2 points away from claiming the title. The ball popping up. Finn taking advantage of the weaker ball. The acceleration fast, not just speed, but also spin. And Aditya, despite having the bat there, the ball just kicking off over the table. The ball, it was there. You can see slight frustration. They set it up well. But now down by 2 again. This time 2 match points, 2 mixed doubles championship points here for Yangzi and Aditya. They only need 1 to take for title, and with the serve to do it. The first one saved. Still 1 more to go. It is over. The champions have been crowned. Aditya and Yangzi, our new mixed doubles Oceania Championships champions. Congratulations on a massive win. They took down the #1 seeds, and for a reason, and now are the new champions. A well-fought battle, and the strength coming down. A close 4th game, 11-9, 3 games to 1. And another silver medal for Jan and Finn. A bit of frustration of the missed opportunities, but nonetheless, the play of the pair, Yangzi and Aditya. We have the youth, the doubles, and the